Hey, what's up, YouTube? I wanted to just really briefly kind of like touch on the whole Jussie Smollett thing with the release of that video. Um, let's get one thing very clear here. That video was not released to prove that he was innocent, okay? Because everybody knows that he's not innocent. It was never proved. The video was never released to prove that he was innocent. The news video was released to prove that he was guilty and to prove that he, in fact, staged this entire attack. You can see in the video, which I think is about maybe 2.5 minutes long, you can see how, it shows the police approaching the apartment complex, and then you can see his creative director, Frankie, speaking to the cops or whatever. And so then the cops, they enter the building, they enter the apartment, and then when they see Jussie, he kind of like, starts playing with the noose around his neck or whatever. And it's so funny because one of the cops says to him, he's like, are you going to take it off? And then Jussie says to him, oh yeah, I just wanted y'all to see it. So make no means about it, okay? Don't think that video was released as a diversion to be like, oh yeah, he was innocent the whole time. No, ma'am, okay? That video was released to add to all the other evidence that they had that said, look, this guy planned this whole attack. Because I'm going to be real with you, okay? Think about it. As a black person, as an African American person, think about what that even symbolizes to us. A noose. This is something that was used to kill our ancestors, like in the most horrific, vile type of ways. Okay, like I can't even see a picture of a noose without feeling some type of way. Okay, I'll never forget one time I saw this white guy, and he had like this noose type of like little toy or whatever hanging from his rearview mirror, and I remember seeing that and feeling some kind of way. Okay, I remember seeing that and feeling some kind of way. So I could only imagine having really been attacked. Had I really been attacked by these white guys, they beat me up, they poured bleach on me, and then they put a noose around my neck. Okay, let me tell you something. The first thing that I would have done once they got out of my sight, I would have ripped that thing off of my neck so hard and so fast, yo. Honestly, I probably would have been damn near choking myself. I would have ripped that thing off my neck so damn fast, right? I mean, because just think, if this was like a real attack, the men could have came back at any moment to see you sitting there with it still on your neck. They could have came back. They could have pulled it. They could have did anything. And the point is that anytime you have something around your neck that at any moment can cut off your circulation to oxygen, it's going to come off immediately. So the fact that he even kept this noose around his neck, what for? You didn't have to prove that. You could have proved that when the cops came there. And even with you having it taken off, you could have just said, hey, this is what they put around my neck. And you could have just held it up and showed it to them. So I won't go too far in it. I know it's been enough said, but I mean, it's kind of like one of those, if it quacks like a duck and it looks like a duck, god damn it, it's a mother duck. Okay. You know what I mean? They even have surveillance videos of the Nigerian brothers when they went to the hardware store and bought the tape and all that good stuff, and the noose, to be exact. But yeah, I just wanted to make a quick video and just say, hey, that video wasn't released for his innocence, baby, okay? It was released as a way to say, look, he wanted to make sure that whatever officers that were the ones that responded to that call, they were going to be able to see that noose around his neck. Because he knew that the first 20 minutes after the attack happened, he knew were going to be the most important. But the one thing that he forgot about was that whether he was the victim or not, he completely forgot that they were going to ask him for his phone. And he refused to give them his phone. And if you absolutely had nothing to hide, I don't care about you having no naked pictures, no dicks, whatever you got on your phone, I don't care. But if this happened to you and the police need you to cooperate with them in any way possible, I don't see why turning over your phone would have been a big deal. But he refused to turn over his phone. But yeah, honestly, he just needs to apologize. He just needs to come out and just issue a public apology. He really does. I mean, because at this point right now, Lee Daniels has completely washed his hands of it. I think that people just don't really want to be affiliated with it anymore, and they don't want to look like they are supporting him in a way that basically says like, hey, I don't think he did it. Because I think that, honestly, I'm going to tell you my opinion. I think that once those documents got unsealed by that judge, I think that Fox themselves got a hold of it. I think they did. I think that Fox themselves said, you know what, hey, let's really see what the police really had on him. Let's see what they were really going to present to this juror or whatever. And I think Fox really went through that shit, and I think they really saw that man was guilty. I really do. And I think that they probably brought some shit to Lee Daniels. Something happened between him and Lee Daniels. Something happened. I don't know whether or not he just ended up, coming off and telling Lee the truth. Like, hey, this is what happened. But something between the course of everything that has went down happened to him and Lee Daniels. Because for Lee Daniels to say, you know what, I had to just turn my phone off and just damn near block him out of my phone and wash my hands of it, something happened. Something happened. You know what I mean? And I get Lee Daniels. I get it. You know what I mean? It's like, as a parent, you know what I mean? Let's say your child goes and they rob a bank, and they're guilty as hell because they came back and brought the money to your house. You know what I mean? It's like, they're guilty as hell. But at the end of the day, you still want to support them. You still want to have their back. You know what I mean? Of course, behind closed doors, you're going to you're going to chastise them and let them know what they did was wrong. But, in the public, you're going to try to look as supportive as possible. But I think now, because it has gotten so big and it's becoming such a huge story, I think that people just don't want to jeopardize their own careers for it. Because I honestly think his career is over. His career is over. And then I think because the fact that he can't be man enough to even just come out and say, look, I fucked up. That's what he needs to say. I fucked up. And I think that because he can't say that, I think it just makes people it makes people even more furious. You know what I mean? It's like you're so worried about like your persona or whatever like that. Like that was thrown out of the window a long time ago. When them Nigerian brothers sat in that interrogation room and told those investigators, like, look, he paid us to do this. When they sat there and did that, your image went right out the window. And just because that case got dismissed, it was not dismissed because he was innocent. Let's just put it that way. It was dismissed because I think that the prosecutor, they knew the amount of evidence they had on him. And they were very confident, which is why that police chief was so upset. Because he was very confident in getting a conviction with that shit. Very confident. Text messages, all kind of shit. But, yeah, I just wanted to kind of come and give my opinion on just how I felt about that whole release video. I was talking to a coworker, and she said, well, yeah, they released it because, basically, she didn't say it, but, her demeanor was kind of like, I asked her, did she see it? And she was like, yeah. And come to find out, he did have a noose around his neck. And I'm like, whoa. No, ma'am. That was a release as an innocent tactic or as a way to, convince people that he was innocent. It was released as a way to convince people that he definitely, absolutely, without a shadow of a doubt, positively wanted those cops to see that noose around his neck. And I just hope that, you know, his siblings are really just talking to him, you know, and just trying to get him to do the right thing at this point right now. Because to keep fighting it and to keep, you know, professing your innocence like that, I don't know. It looks crazy. It does. Your image is gone. Completely gone. And now they've hired a special investigator now to come in and look at this whole case with the prosecution and everything. It's not over with. So unfortunately, when you went and you did your press conference after the dismissal, you thought it was over with. You thought the documents were sealed and people would never even know what they had against you. But the one thing that he did that really fucked him over, which is why the judge ruled to unseal those documents, was his lawyer was trying to argue that, hey, this is like a more private type of thing, and it should be kept private. But the judge ruled that the document should be unsealed because he went and did that interview. So I pray you all are having a great day. I am. I just wanted to come and give you my sentiments and just how I felt about that video. It didn't look good for him. It did not. And you know what's funny? Even a white cop coming into the situation and walking into that apartment and seeing that shit around your neck. I think he knew something wasn't right about it. Like for him to even ask, like, "Yo, are you gonna take that off of your neck?" He knew it didn't look right. And these are people that probably go into all type of scenarios every day from different 911 calls they get. So, but peace. I'm out of here. Take care of each other. Love each other.